The applicant is Inspire, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. The application proposes the change of use of an existing restaurant to a restaurant, convenience store, and food bank. Today's public hearing was scheduled based on a letter the Pinelands Commission wrote on October 12th of 2022. That letter indicated that the approvals and permits raised what is known in our regulatory language as a substantial issue with the minimum standards of both the Manchester Township Land Use Ordinance and also of the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. As part of the public hearing, the applicant was required to provide public notice to all property owners within 200 feet of the parcel and also within the official newspaper of the municipality. We are in receipt of an October 31st, 2022 letter from Duncan M. Prime, the attorney representing the applicant. That letter provided the newspaper public notice and also provided the evidence that all property owners within 200 feet of the parcel have been notified of this hearing. The issue raised by the application is very narrow, and that issue concerns the groundwater quality standard in the Pinelands. Before I proceed any further, I should note that on Tuesday, November 8th, 2022, we did receive a request from the council for the applicant to open today's public hearing and then adjourn the public hearing to a future date to enable the applicant to continue to pursue potential resolutions of the issues that are the substantial issue that has been raised by the application. What that means is today's public hearing, there will not be any substantive comment by the Pinelands Commission nor by the applicant, and there will not be an opportunity for the public to participate in the hearing today. And the reason for that is to protect the applicant's rights with the application. It would not be appropriate for the commission to accept public comment without the applicant in attendance. From a regulatory standpoint, I have to note for the record that there are several provisions in the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan, regulations in the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan that provide the format for this public hearing. And I'm going to have to give the citations, the legal citations, just for the record. The first one is 7:50 4.40. That's a reference to a regulation in the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan, which indicates that upon receipt of approvals or permits from an application, the commission's acting executive director has to determine whether it raises a substantial issue with the minimum standards of both the Township Land Use Ordinance and the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. And in this instance, the acting executive director did determine that it raised a substantial issue and scheduled today's public hearing. And the public hearing, the format and the requirements for the public hearing are provided in 7:50 4.41. Again, those are references to the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. And lastly, 7:50 4.42 provides that once the hearing has happened, the acting executive director will prepare a report on the public hearing, and that report will be submitted to the commission itself for their consideration at a monthly meeting. That's where the 15 commissioners will review the matter and they will vote on the application. They can vote to approve the application, to deny the application, or to approve the application with conditions. I just wanted to note that again, because I think it's important, that the sole issue that's raised by this application is consistency with the commission's Pinelands groundwater quality standard. What that means is, based on the development that's on the lot and the development is served by an on-site septic system, it's not meeting the groundwater quality standard. And even though the proposed development is the nitrogen or the groundwater quality will be slightly improved beyond what currently exists. What currently exists predates the Pinelands Commission, and what's being proposed still significantly exceeds the Pinelands groundwater quality standard, thus the purpose of this hearing. The new hearing date for the application will be November the 29th at 2 p.m. That's a Tuesday. Again, that's November the 29th, 2022 at 2 p.m. The commission will send out letters to the applicant and to any members of the public that have commented and left us their address or their email address to remind everyone of the new hearing date. Lastly, I just wanted to note again for the record that with us today are Jess Noble. She's the executive assistant to the Pinelands Commission. And I would also note that there are no members of the public that are physically present. And to my knowledge, that there is no one attending the hearing via Zoom. Having said that, it's approximately 2:10, and what we're going to do is adjourn the public hearing, and we'll continue the public hearing until the November 29th, 2022, 2 p.m. date. It's just been brought to my attention that there is one caller online. I'd be happy to entertain that question before I close the public hearing. And depending on the nature of the question, we may close this hearing and I'll answer the question thereafter. Now, I've just been advised that the caller has hung up, so we do not have any callers that are trying to participate in the hearing. And I want to reiterate for everyone's benefit the fact that we cannot accept comments at this point because it would not be fair to the applicant who is not in attendance. Having said all that, with that, I'm going to close today's public hearing, and it's being continued until the November 29th date. Thank you, everyone.